Been a while, huh? Remember how I said, oh, see you in the next vid? Yeah, I was not joking. Here we are.
I'm gonna stop archiving this game.
I needed to make room.
What?
The other bazillion fucking games.
Oh my god.
Also for like stuff like breakers and whatever else. I needed to like unarchive a bunch of stuff. But here we go.
The new cup.
This is for the expansion pass for the Splatoon game. I don't know why they didn't do this sooner.
Yeah, me too.
But now I have a feeling we're gonna get a bunch of other stuff, like Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door,
Yeah.
what else could they add from, like, the news? Probably Luigi's Mansion HD, Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door HD, or Remaster. Trying to think of other stuff. Mario Party Super Jamboree, Mario and Luigi, Pokemon Legends AZ.
Yeah, that's if they keep going.
But again, they did announce that the Switch is coming out Switch 2 is coming out 2025, and they probably could just connect it. You know why I kind of respect Nintendo, Joe?
Yeah, why?
Because they don't trust a bunch of people with their business model.
Yeah, they literally have.
I'm not gonna say it, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't understand. Literally, no, they did that actually, because when they were showing people the Switch 2, they didn't even show them what it looked like. They had them touch and feel the Switch.
Because they wanted it to be a surprise.
Secret, because they knew people were leaking their shit.
Because they're smart.
And they realized someone's just gonna fucking leak it, so we can't have them see it.
All the people said was, it feels like the PlayStation 4.
No,
it feels like the Switch, except it's different.
It's got RAM of the PlayStation 4, that's all they said.
That's literally what the Switch does.
It literally has more data.
It just has more data.
And more storage.
And the more I grew up, and I was like, oh, hey, like, people are blaming whatever else, then I started to understand how companies work. When you see more of this stuff in anime, I was able to understand, okay, so it's not the game dev's fault for making a shitty game. It's actually the higher-ups. I mean, they're just doing it's some of the time, but again, it's the big cheese. They're the final say.
They're the finals. They get the final say.
They have the final say, and that's what sucks. Sometimes you end up getting a really shit product.
A really good example of this was Miyamoto with Sticker Star.
He was the final say because he was the creator of Mario, and unfortunately,
he ended up
because he had the final say.
We
ended up getting the game that we got, and Miyamoto probably regrets it.
He probably does. He says it sucks.
So
he literally said after it came out that
I think he had a revelation of. I think my time with those franchises are done.
Yeah, he's done with like Mario, Donkey Kong.
Because when he saw people complaining about it, he was just like, well,
he's like, my time has come.
I lost my touch.
He's just gonna stay with Pikmin until he retires eventually.
Yeah, that's why he's like. I think that's why he's only doing like one project, because he realizes, like Joe, he lost ideas with the other series, not with Pikmin.
Yeah, because Pikmin is very simple.
It still has potential, and he hasn't really run it to the dirt yet.
Well, yeah, because it only comes out every so fucking often.
Because they always get stuck on, like, what bosses do they add, who do they bring back, what story elements can they do.
Yeah. And Pikmin 4 was definitely the most...
I'm glad Miyamoto took his time.
Innovative Pikmin game I've played.
I know, like, it sucked that we had to wait for so fucking long.
Because, Zach,
but again,
4 was supposed to come out on the Wii U, but because of the fail of the Wii U, they pushed it towards the Switch.
As I've learned, good things take time. For example, and I know I'm using a lot of examples, in 3 months, Maximilian and the others were somehow able to
Marvel Infinite.
add so much stuff to Infinite Beyond. Not everything is set in stone, but just by looking at it,
it looks better.
It's weird enough, and I've seen a lot of people say this, and I might say this too. I weirdly want to play that game.
We're going to have to get on the computer, though. We're going to have to get the base game on the computer and then download all the mods. Like how we did with Modded Marvel Ultimate Marvel 3.
And I don't blame the modders for taking a break from, like, doing other characters. I think that because, Joe, I think I know why a lot of the mods are slowing down. Because people like King, who usually help out the other modders, are working with Max. So that's why it's taking so long. Because it's not just one modder working on, like, a character for, the game. It's other people.
Yeah.
So the smaller modders are still working on their other stuff. Don't get me wrong. They're still working on it. It's just the big guys, like...
The big guys!
Like Moo Cartoons, Xeno and King is working with Max to make Infinite Beyond.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, a lot of the mods aren't coming out immediately. Probably some of them are. I just haven't seen them, and besides, when this mod does get completed, and Maximilian did say it was going to be out by the end of the year, which is pretty cool. And by 3 months of work...
Are they going to add characters? If not, I'm just going to save my money and buy a Steam card.
They did remake stages and add, like, one more stage to the game.
Because if they're not going to add characters, I'm just going to buy a Steam card.
They basically said... What Max and the others said, not yet. All they wanted to do was just make the base game better.
Better, yeah.
That was the whole purpose of the project. Was just to make the base game
so much better to watch.
10 times better than it originally was. So, who knows if there's ever going to be more characters added to the game. And if they are, Joe, it's probably going to be most of, like... Because... And from what I've heard from other people talking, some of the other modders, if they are going to add characters, it's going to be characters that aren't currently in...
Ultimate Marvel 3.
Ultimate Marvel 3. Probably characters like Alex, Gil, Zangief.
The list goes on.
And even, like, Marvel characters. But again, we're getting still so many fucking Marvel characters, it's nuts. And I am excited for the next year, because we are getting some really interesting picks for Modded Marvel Community Edition. We're going to get Rogue, Ruby Hart, Dr. F. and Wily, Miles Morales, Juggernaut, Groot, Human Torch, Star-Lord, Jean from God Hand, Nero.
Yeah, Star-Lord, as far as
Blade.
we know, is close. And so is Blade. So they might be the first to come out.
War Machine.
Oh, yeah, War Machine.
I'm trying to think who else. That's probably all I could think of on top of my head. But Oni!
Oni, yeah.
The rival from Strider. Yun from Street Fighter 4 and 3. And they still gotta work on, like, nerfing Urian so he can be able to use in tournament play. They were able to keep Gloria, because, well, nothing's changed with Gloria. The only reason why she's able to be playable is because I think someone fixed a glitch with her, which I've noticed in the past few versions, which was every time someone used her, she would almost inevitably kill herself. Because every time she attacked, she lost HP. And the more she did damage, the more HP she lost. And I felt like that was a problem. So when I was seeing that, I was, like, really concerned. So hopefully they fix that in the new patch. So people can actually play Gloria normally. And the only reason why people are allowed to play Gloria normally is because the OG Ultimate Marvel 3 cast is so fucking broken that Gloria just looks like a balanced character.
Compared to the others.
Oh yeah, mostly like characters like US Soldier and whatever else. And that's what probably makes... if I ever watch Clone Engine, I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen the first episode. Or the first stream. It's fucking nuts, and I'll talk about it more in the next video. Bye, guys.